Episode of Demystify Selling with Microsoft. And I'm excited for my guest today, Ragnar Pitla. I met Ragnar through an article he published on LinkedIn. I read this article and I thought it really spoke to the Microsoft partner community. So I invited Ragnar to join us. And so very excited for our conversation today. Ragnar, welcome.
Hi, Rob. Thank you so much. And yeah, this is a great platform, I guess, for helping partners and especially selling. And I watched some of your videos. It's great to see how much you're contributing back to the community with your 20 plus years of experience. So I'm excited to join and add some value to our partners and sellers.
Well, great. Glad to have you here. And yeah, we're really, the show is all about sort of helping the Microsoft partner community and the Microsoft ecosystem help move the ball forward and help move Microsoft's mission forward as a group. So, with that, the article I came across, and it was this it was leading the way for ERP modernization, how Microsoft and our partners are helping businesses unlock the full value of AI in the cloud. And so, I mean, you touched on so many things just in the title.
Yeah, yeah.
But what
Copilot
I'd
helped
like
me
to do,
write the
Ragnar,
title
is
if you want to know.
before we jump into this, maybe you could just share a bit about your background, kind of where you fit inside Microsoft and sort of your focus in your career at Microsoft. And that'll help people understand and sort of level set the conversation.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. Yeah. So I'm Ragnar Pitla. I'm an ERP solutions architect at Microsoft. I work in the ISD team. So within ISD, I work in the COE team, the Center of Excellence team. So one of the things we do at our team with our team is we provide and build content, workshops, and other things for partners and sellers to go use the content directly from Microsoft and deliver it to their customers. So one of the key things that I'm building is that my solution plays around modernization of ERP. We are in this very fascinating place where we are already there with our cloud and AI coming together. And there is some great articles from Gartner and others on how we have got from the scope of an elopement. So we are in a place where we actually can look at AI and actually implement that. And my goal is to help all of our organizations understand how they can be the leading members. There are a lot of examples I have, but we'll jump into them as you go. The other thing I can say is I work with enterprise and SMC partners, corporate and mostly not SMB. I work with finance and operations and SCM. So a lot of the workshops that I work with, built, or the teams I work with are about go-to-market strategies or GTM team at Microsoft. So I work closely with them, helping our partners on how to go to market, what are the things that we can provide and support our partners with from Microsoft in order to go and win these customers and also add value to these customers with our products.
That is covering a lot of ground there. It seems like right now. So if I heard you right, and your goal, your mission in your role is really to build these go-to-market assets to help the Microsoft partner community that are either selling into SMC, the small to medium corporate business, or into the large enterprise by providing a number of go-to-market assets like workshops and I imagine collateral, those types of things to help them move the ball forward on the greater ERP sales and AI. Is that kind of capture what your role is?
Yeah, yeah, you got it right. I'll just add one more thing. Not only that we are providing assets, but at Microsoft, we are very much in the leading space in terms of AI, right? So we are
Mhm.
leading. We got a lot of examples from us. We have a lot of knowledge that we are gaining very fast. And this is the first time where all of the information is coming so fast, it's hard for us to adapt. So one of the things that we are trying to build is we actually built a framework around how do we go ahead and help our customers with modernization, because some of the times previously we knew what we needed from ERP, but now with AI there is a lot of gap in what can I get out of AI, how can I even start a conversation around AI. So we built a great framework. You can see that in my article, but also most of the partners should look at our ERP VNV, which is ERP Vision and Value Workshop, where you'll understand what's the framework that we guys have built. So within the framework, what you will do, I'll explain more in detail, but I'll let Rob ask me other questions.
It's all good. Well, why don't we start with sort of the trends you're seeing? And you touched on one here, which is that when we think about AI and how it integrates with ERP systems, it's where our partners are starting sort of their journey on AI, and we think about Copilot and some of the things that we can do sort of with Copilot around the different productivity suite products, but we don't really think or we don't hear as much about AI and ERP. Maybe you could talk about some of the trends that you're seeing in sort of the AI ERP world.
Yeah, and one thing is we are not new to the AI in ERP. Previously, right, we used to have Power Virtual Agents. We had other logics that all things we used to use before. So it was not that AI is coming to ERP, but the generative aspect of the AI is something new. Previously, we used to do a lot of analysis and stuff with our code and with our agents and other things to understand what data is coming. But now we step into a different age where Gen AI has picked up, which means generative AI, natural language AI. Previously, you needed to like build an app in order to get a certain data. So let's say a CFO or CEO wants a report on something with a product or something with a company. Previously, we need to create a report or ask someone to generate a report. Now,
Mhm.
the CFO or CEO with our Copilot with M365, which integrates directly with our ERP, they should be able to go and ask the question in a natural language. Let's say they can ask, "Hey, what is the last year's expense report from so and so for this group?" Or in a HR team can go and ask a certain question. They could get all of those details with natural language now. So one of the advantages, our partners have been leading in this aspect a long time ago with their ISVs and other things. So now we are just adding our Azure AI and other things. A lot of partners I have seen and met have done a lot of advancements with Azure AI directly, but also Copilot Studio is something that our partners will be able to use in order to help customers visualize for their custom needs how that Copilot can integrate with that ERP. For an example, one thing I could say is the business process analytics or even master planning. These are the places where previously it used to take 2 3 days for a person to be able to create a master planning for the last year or certain aspects. And if once we submitted the report, then someone in the management would ask, "Hey, I need something else added, something else removed." In those cases, it would take 2 more days or a day. But now with
Right.
the generative AI, it is very easy. So if you miss a column, you could say, "Can you please add me this column for these details?" And it will generate for you directly. There is a lot of partner play comes into this picture because we are fairly new with the data strategy in the backend with understanding how we are mapping these data and other things. This is where our partners are going to come in and are going to be very helpful in understanding and building this with Copilot Studio extensions and other things to get the data you need correctly, right? There is always an asterisk now below says, "A data might be wrong." But in ERP space, one of the key things that we can look at, Rob, is ERP is where we cannot have mistakes. So the mistakes are very crucial when we get something. So this is where we are working very hard towards how do we bring this Gen AI plus our existing AI capabilities we had before and merge them to get the right data all the time instead of being skeptical about what data we are getting out of this AI capabilities.
Right. I love that. And I think, it also begs the question about securing and protecting the data. If we're developing in that ecosystem of the OpenAI and Copilot Studio, I'd imagine that it is sort of encapsulated in the sort of Microsoft secure and protected environment that their data lives in just normally, the regular ERP data. So is that kind of the thought process of having it all integrated inside of ERP? Is that the security that's wrapped around it,
Yeah.
extends
So
to
if I'm
that?
meeting a customer, my first solution would be go with Microsoft Suite around. But we are also in surround space. So we also surround SAP. We also surround other products. We can also surround with other ERPs as well. The biggest strength is almost even SAP uses Azure for AI, right? So in the backend, it's Azure in a way. So most of the times it's Azure in the backend. So we are able to take advantages of that. The difference between a surround and a whole system within the ecosystem of Microsoft is we have all the security and all of things are placed already by default. So when I say by default, there is configurations, the way you set up roles and responsibilities within our ERP are mapped directly to the user with your Azure Active Directory, right? But if you go other places, there is some kind of massaging to be done, but we still encourage other compete products and other people to use our Copilot, to use our other features that we have, and we are doing a good balance of surrounding with our AI and other capabilities. We Because one of the goals of Satya and others is we want to democratize AI, right? So we want to give this to everyone. We want to help every organization in every which way, either with us or without. We still want to help them. So we are doing same kind of efforts in both places. So if you think about that, it's easier to do security and other compliance stuff within ERP. And I would not say it's harder, but there needs to be a lot more effort from, and we have some strong, amazing partners who can do that extra effort to help other companies as well.
I love that. And you touched on something that I wanted to get into. And so let's just jump into that is that, how important is the partner ecosystem to this generative AI movement when it comes to ERP specifically, but AI in general and sort of Microsoft's role in promoting AI across, or democratizing AI, as you rightly called it out?
Yeah. So one of the things that we do at Microsoft is we are helping build the whole backend system for our any company, right? So we are building the backend system so robust that these partners are actually like our front end resources. These are the actual people who will go into the field and develop and build these things, right? So we can build everything we need, but without the partners, we are unable to bridge that gap between a customer and our core process that we are building. So partner ecosystem is very important in ERP in multiple ways. One, our partners, there are certain partners who are very industry specific, right? So partners come with this industry knowledge. And if
Right.
you speak with other aspects of our partners where we have ISDs and ISVs, these are different partners building different things. Even if you look at them, they are the specialities, right? So they specialize in tax, they specialize in certain things, they specialize in manufacturing. So these people, one of the things is their knowledge is very important for AI as well, because with their knowledge, they can take our uh, capabilities that we have built in AI to the next level because they have that industry knowledge and the strength. So this is where we are really excited to work with a lot of our partners. We are helping. One of the key things of my workshop is also adding a lot of enhancements in terms of how do you deliver the message. How can you use the AI? How can you build the AI faster? So we are providing these demos directly to the partners. They can go deliver it to the customers. But on the top of it, these partners have a lot of experience in that industry. So they can come up with a different Copilot Studio agent, right? So they build these agents much faster than we can because of the industry knowledge they have. And
Yeah.
we really utilize that. And one of the other things, I hope we are talking to a lot of partners, but even on my LinkedIn, I've noticed a lot of customers listen to you and maybe us as well. For the customers, the key thing to learn is we are hand in hand working with our partners. When you work with any partner, behind every partner there is a Microsoft support. Behind every partner's initiative or something, we are doing our best to help them. So, and also our fast track team is very involved with partners in terms of implementations and other things. So if you work with any partner, you're indirectly working with Microsoft. That's one way to look at it. But the other way for us is these partners are our core team members who are the extensions of us in terms of delivering industry solutions, expertise, and there are so many people. I myself was an external person before. I was working with other partners delivering this to customers. So now I work with Microsoft when I'm trying to help our partners to accelerate and do things a bit faster.
Yeah, and I love one thing you pointed out here related to the partners that have either industry experience or a vertical experience. I think one of the things, and I'd love your opinion on this, is that when it comes to AI and generative AI, one of the real unique differentiators for a partner is that they understand the right questions to ask. It's not just that, oh, AI, ask it a simple question, it'll give you an answer, but you really need to understand what the questions are that you need to ask and sort of the how to frame those questions in a way that will provide the right data. So I'd love to get your opinion on that and how important that is when it comes to a partner bringing that type of expertise to the team.
No, this is a great question, right? So one of the things for me understanding was a partner usually goes into a customer with a lot of knowledge in the industry or the area or the type of the company they are working with or a group or a problem that they're solving. A lot of the times we have noticed customers when they work with a certain partner in a certain industry or an area, they get a lot more out of because they go in, they not only tell you how do you resolve a problem that you have, but they will share the experience of the industry that it is. So they will share the best industry practices, where the new future is going. A lot of the times in modernization of ERP, we are trying to come up from legacy applications which are built 10 years ago, 15 years ago, right? So we are stuck in that space of, okay, how did we used to do these things before? Now it's a complete new way of doing things, right? So we are always evolving, we are always growing. These partners have all that knowledge. Not only that, they will tell you why you should change, but also they'll give you right examples on how it will help you in the future. A lot of the times, if you work with someone who has, like our partners, most of the times they will tell you why you need to change and what are the impacts that will have across your company overall. So you can see the full picture with these partners. These partners are not just coming in with only ERP. They can help you with integrating with your CRM, integrating with your third party 3PL sources, other SCM products, right? So they have experience in connecting with these two, and they will also build you a good plan. And in my workshop, one of the end is you'll get a complete plan of how do you even go ahead and move forward, right? So these partners can help you on how you can envision and move forward and get ready for that preparation as well. And one last point I can add, these partners, one of the best things I think is going to happen is these partners know how, not only how to use AI or how what you should use it for, but I think they will help you in understanding the cases that you might not even have thought before, right? So you'll ask something and they will tell how AI can help you there based on their experience with 10 other companies that they worked with before. So those are a few things, but there's so much more partners do. But I hope that answers your question. Yeah.
It does. It does. And maybe you could take a minute and talk about some of the, you've mentioned a couple times your workshop, and you touched on it a little bit at the beginning, but maybe you could go just a level deeper and talk to us about the kind of tools that you empower partners with and how they can leverage those tools to really make the customer journey that much smoother, to take them through that customer life cycle of MSEM, to take them from that listen and consult all the way through to the manage and optimize.
Yeah. So one of the things is my workshop lies in the pre-sales life cycle. So if you think about it, one of the key things is this is for partners, but a lot of the partners, if you are a big partner, you have some kind of a framework that you have that you've been working with. But a lot of the times what happens is you go to a customer and they want some other feature. So a lot of the times as a solution architect myself, I had to go back and try to figure out and build a whole deck and then try to present it or create a demo or something and present
Right.
it. But what
Right.
happens with our workshop is we are building these scenarios and stuff. So if you need something, you should be able to find a deck from our workshop kit. But the one thing I would say is, so if you're a partner or if you're a solutions architect at a partner or if you're a consultant doing any kind of work in terms of pre-sales, you should be able to download our workshop. One of the things you'll learn is we have created a great framework. The framework's called ERP Vision and Value, but the framework works around art of the possible. What do we mean by that is, first you'll go in and you'll assess your customer. Then you'll do art of the possible, where you share your knowledge based on assessments that you have done. You'll be able to share what are the industry practices, share some of your success stories in that. So you'll share your customer, let the customer understand what is possible through art of the possible module. And the last one is build and plan. So you'll also come up with plan and design based on what you have assessed, what you have shown, what they are interested in. Based on that, you'll kind of build an SOW, build a C-level suite to showcase what are the benefits you'll get, what is the TCO and ROI and other things. But one of the key goals for me as a solutions architect was, how can I help other solutions architect in pre-sales? So we want to accelerate your pre-sales journey. Instead of you thinking of preparing content or something, what we are doing directly from Microsoft is, based on our framework, we are building right tools and content for you. We are also working with some core partners in terms of bringing different tools from others. So we can mix and match and you can use your other tools from another partner. So all these tools and assessments and also guides and some templates are available for you. So our intention is, in the end, we'll have enough material for you to go to any compete client and win them straightforward, or at least accelerate your journey by using our content and creating it with your own white label stuff. So that's where we are. We have started this in July, and we are doing a very good job. We have around 90 partners who are participating so far, and we want to increase that more. And I'm going to be speaking on in Ignite about this as well. So I'm very excited to share this to a larger group of partners so that they can understand how they can use our content directly from Microsoft and accelerate their pre-sales cycle.
I love this. And so, is this content available to the partner community at large, or is it limited to partners with solution designations in Bizz Apps? How would a partner go about finding out if they can leverage this?
Yeah, so one of the things is partner designation. So every partner is able to do this, but there are
Okay.
some limitations, and I would recommend them to go in and verify for themselves because I don't want to give a blank because we keep
Yeah.
changing and adding more access to them. So it's I will post the link and maybe we will post it in the comments below. It's
Yes.
aka.ms/ERPVNV. So ERP vision and value. So
Yeah.
we'll mention that, Rob. So we'll present that so you can go and download for sure. But there are some limitations on which partners can present this, and also this is a co-investment from Microsoft. So we do help our partners to go and deliver this. So for that you need some qualifications, and this is a key thing for us. The reason for qualifications is some of the times, like we mentioned, we are into the AI space now, so we need to have some kind of industry knowledge and stuff, and we cannot just let everyone go and present. Though some of our partners who does not have certain designations are still capable, we request them to get that capability. And one of the things that you drive very well, Rob, is how you help them have a development manager in their partner portal program, because we need that. Because sometimes we need to understand what Rob does here is very good for us as well, is directly from Microsoft, is you help these partners on how to elevate themselves, how to get to recognition by Microsoft. Why is it important? So a lot of the things you do are helping partners to be in front of us directly. So I would recommend taking Rob's advice on how to get there. But for me, we have a designation, but every partner should be able to download this from our partner portal.
Well, this has been fascinating and really insightful, Ragnar. So, yeah, if you're okay with it, then what we'll do is I would love to publish the link to your article in the comments, as well as the ms.aka for the workshops. But as you mentioned, and this is critical, as a partner, we as partners have to show up having the skill sets, the knowledge, and the experience to really take the customers on the journey. So I really appreciate that you kind of called that out, and it's important that partners recognize that leverage this if it's in your wheelhouse. So with that, Ragnar, again, I appreciate so much you taking the time today. Is there any sort of final thoughts, or if there were one thing you would want a partner to take away from today, what would that be?
Yeah, one thing is, like I mentioned, what Rob does is important in a different aspect. But from Microsoft, one of the key things we are interested is, even from myself, is we want partners to use our content, to work with our workshops, utilize our framework, which is going to be standard across all of our, even CRM follows the same framework. So we have this framework same across our Copilot and other things. Microsoft is very much interested and also investing a lot of energy into helping our partners to accelerate this journey for pre-sales, because we see a lot of growth opportunity. So if you are very interested, one, please watch the link for our ERP vision and value, but also connect with me on LinkedIn and say hi. And I'm happy to help you guys learn more from what we are doing and how we can help your organization or your partner program.
Great, Ragnar. I really appreciate you leaning in on that, and I know that the partner community is very thankful for that too, because it's a journey that we have to take these customers on together. So, thank you for that, and thank you everyone for joining Ragnar and I today. I really appreciate that, and have a great
Awesome.
day.